Hello and welcome to Bang Average Golf. We are meant to record today at Ashbourne Golf Club here in County Meath, and the Irish weather done what Irish weather does, and it's absolutely lashing out now. So we said, look, let's not waste the chance to record some material, and I'm delighted to be joined by Gary Grimes. Gary is the main man. How are you? At Simply Finance.
All right.
He's one of our sponsors for 2024, along with Peter at Smith Sales Group. And we just wanted to have a little chat about air golf and what we want to do together this year, how good we want to be, or how bad we will be, whatever way we look at it. Gary, not the best day out there.
I'm disappointed, but look, this is great. Like, this is a bit of crack at the same time.
Yeah.
But no, look, we would have loved to be out there. We're just looking out the window here, and we can see it just start chucking down again in the last 5 minutes. So,
yeah, we got stung, didn't we?
got stung. It's Ireland, isn't it? It's Irish weather. Like, what can you do?
No, it is Irish weather. Myself and Neely were out recording in Blessington Lakes last week. We've 2 big videos coming, 2 smaller ones coming. I'm going to warn everybody now, the golf was very rusty. We did play a couple of weeks before that and played really well. But it was just getting used to things. The weather wasn't great. But we've a couple of videos coming for you from there. We will do Ashbourne as soon as we possibly can. But look, the amount of rain that's fallen, I think they said 3/4 of an inch of rain fell overnight. And they were trying to get the course ready for 11, but it's absolutely lashing down again. But Gary, the channel itself, to have you on board is brilliant, first of all. And it means that we can bring more videos to everyone in 2024.
Yeah.
And the one thing I liked about yourself was, when I asked you about the sponsorship, you went, yeah. And then I said, right, what do we need to change? What are we not allowed to do? And your first response was, no, change nothing. You just like what we do. You just like, it's the fun side of it. We're not brilliant at golf. Let's put it out there. We're not brilliant, are we? Or are you?
No, I'm not anyway.
No, well, I'm not either, am I?
No, but it's, look, I always have a bit of attachment to golf. We grew up we grew up in Drimnagh. And Pete will know this as well, who's co-sponsoring the channel. Lansdowne Golf Club was just up at the top of Drimnagh. Me and my brother played up there all the time. We loved it. We only really I only started taking up playing golf properly when John started playing properly, and he's a lot better than me. He's a member down in Hollywood Lakes. But no, it's as you said, look, I actually knew your channel from Pete Sheridan before I knew you.
Yeah.
And then obviously Pete introduced me and you to potentially do some work together. And look, when you said to me, are you interested in sponsoring the channel? I wanted a reason to play more golf. And simply, it is, we do deal with finance, but finance is extremely boring. Let's be honest. As much as a bad golfer I am, I'm happy to admit finance is also boring. So, you know, golf I think, I'm gonna bring that side of the company. We're working with you as well, and bring that side of the company across to the people on the other side of the screen and see that we're actually just normal people. Like,
exactly.
We are really bad at golf.
Yeah. And listen, at least we can be open about it. We're in a safe space here. Saying we're really poor at golf. But me and Gary have done some work together away from the golf. But we are going to do some work together involving golf. Not only on this channel, but in other stuff we do, where we're going to bring Gary's company to life a little bit through golf, because, like, on a bit of a tangent here, finance can be boring and intimidating to people.
Absolutely.
You know, if they're going for a loan, they're like, Jesus, what's the APR? Like, I don't even know what a loan is, Gary, right? Either do I, right? Great start. But the thing is, like, the idea we have behind it, to bring Simply Finance forward, is to go out and play some golf with people that Gary's dealt with, whether that's a lender or whether that's someone he's lending to, and get their experience and let you know how easy it is. And look, I've met a couple of people that are clients of Simply, and the way they speak is very straightforward information, you know, as easy as possible to, you know, pull together a loan application.
Non-jargon.
He doesn't bullshit you, you know, for, you know, I need all this and I need all that. He gets what he needs. He goes off and does his job and comes back and tells you. If he can get the loan, great. If he can't, he can find other ways around. We were doing something a couple of weeks ago with an energy company, and it was a cash flow issue, wasn't it? But they put in a facility there that it just loosened up their cash flow and gave them the chance to move forward with that business.
Exactly.
There's loads of Simply Finance. You're going to find out loads about it on this channel while we're playing golf. But I'm delighted you said one thing there. I'm looking for a reason to play more golf.
Yeah.
And the ideas coming out here are great, right? Because I know you're up for the games we play, whether that's like we play some evil games, we play some really competitive games.
Yeah.
But then you were saying to me, oh, but you know what? Like, I have got a couple of brothers that play.
Yeah.
Can I bring a team? And we have a look at 3-man team game, 3-on-3. And, like, that's what we want to do, isn't it?
I think that's cool.
You know, and like we're talking, I think brothers in single figures. So like we'd be getting loads of shot off them, but that's what we want to do. Yeah. We want to go out and like this channel is all about having a bit of crack, not being afraid to be brutal at what you're doing, hit some good shots, you know, and come off the course enjoying it and going, you know what? I really enjoyed going out and playing there today. No matter how good, bad, and different people were. Because I always think like, people think when you go out and play golf, it's all serious and it's all 18 holes, what do I score? But some of the best laughs I've ever had is on a golf course. So we're going to try and show it to you where we're having the laugh. And I know, you know, trying to get ourselves sealed at the same time.
Yeah, I always found that with golf, like my own Mrs. Janice now, she's encouraging me to do it. She bought me a little putting green and all for Christmas, you know. We have our second baby coming along, running two companies.
There's another reason to get out.
Running 2 companies at the same time, like, and don't play football anymore.
Yeah.
Just looking for something to do, and golf has always been that thing. And what I always found about golf is that it's that sport where you're out on the course for 4 hours, right? So if you don't enjoy it, it's a long 4 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always found that if you're not great at it, you won't enjoy it, which most people won't go back to it. But once you stick at it, do a few rounds, get a handicap. Mine is still, I know my handicap is 16. That just goes to show how much I play, not a lot. My little brother is Carl, he's 11. I think John is 9.
Yeah.
The guys are out.
This is the team we're going to speak about.
The Gorgeous Grimes gang.
The Gorgeous Grimes gang.
Love that one,
Jesus, You're not picking yourself up for that in there, Gary.
Oh, no, that's a thing we've had with the Grimes family for a long time.
Just being gorgeously.
Yeah, well, you know.
Wait to see the saps we're going to bring.
I was laughing because I was in the car and I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, my little brother Carl sent me a message saying he was out on Sunday in Elm Green with my brother John. Now listen, me and John fell out over golf, you know, but we're brothers. And, you know, me and John fell out when we were playing up in Grange Castle one time, and he put a drive straight down the fairway into the sun and lost sight of it. Yeah. And that was my fault.
Yeah.
It wasn't his fault because the sun was there. It's my fault because I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
But that's part of what
Neely does that on me all the time, though. There is a bit of an annoying thing to that because we were playing out in Blessing the other day and I hit a drive. And I know it went a bit left. Yeah. But it did go up into the light, and it was just the one bit of sunlight that was there all day. And I said to Neely, "Where's that?" And he went, "I don't know." And I went, "You're not watching it, like." Or I kind of seen it going out there, and then I lost it. I said, "No, you didn't." Yeah, I said, "You give me an idea." I said, "It's definitely gone left." Now we found it eventually, and it was gone left. But I'm a big believer if you're playing with somebody and there is sun there. I know it's your ball, but it's my kind of responsibility to get it. So I think you were wrong there, Gary.
Do you know what? On hindsight, you know, after I kind of said, I actually said to him, "I'm never playing with you again. Like, I'm done with you now. I'm never playing with you again." Over
the last ball.
Over the last ball, and then the next day you're like, "Oh, where are you playing next week?" I don't know. You pick a course. And I'm south side. I'm in Crumlin. He's out in R10, so he likes the north side clubs. I prefer the south side ones, but. You know, he's a member on Hollywood Lakes and we played a society down there with the St. John Bosco Society a while ago. And
it's a long course, isn't it?
Yeah, it's you know what? John made a very good point. John, my brother, made a very good point to me that it's very hard to beat the Hollywood Lakes team down there because you have to know the course. And the 6 times I played it with him, you know, simple stuff like actually 2 very good friends of Paddy Doyle and Paul Martin. The last society group was myself, my brother Paul, and Paddy. Yeah. And John was on the first green and looks at me, and I have my 5 wood. John hadn't taken the club out of his bag. Paddy had a driver, Paul had a driver, and John took a 7-iron out. Yeah. And I kind of looked at him and I was like, he looked at me, he said, "You just use your 5-iron." Right, okay. So 2 lads drove. It's a little dog leg to the left. Anyone's played the course, you know, it's a little dog leg to the left and then over the pond onto it. And the 2 boys drove, good drives, just down to the left, a little bit long. John's was just perfect. Mine was just set up to put it in, but it's just about knowing the course. Yeah. And then the greens down there, like, you know, my very first put on the green down there, like I'm aiming where I think is right, and John's looking at me saying, you want to go another at least 8 foot left. And I'm kind of like, that doesn't make sense, John.
Yeah.
Like, just do it. And it does it, and then it comes back around and it's 6 inches away, you know. So yeah, it's knowledge as well. Eh?
Of course it is, and it's the same here at Ashbourne. Like I'm a member here 6 years, and like as an example, the fourth green on Ashbourne, as you approach it, it's a sharp par 4. It's 330 yards, but there's kind of trees 200 yards out, so you kind of have to place it somewhere where you might have about 80 yards left. And I'm saying that as if I hit it just 250 easy and then play it out maybe. That's not the case. But when you hit a good one down there in the summer and you get a bit of run on it, you will just be left for 50, 60 yards, wherever it might be. But even if you're a bit further back, people look at this green and they think, it's flat enough. Yeah. But the funny thing is, it absolutely slopes massively from right to left. Yeah. Even though it looks quite flat. Yeah. And I've played societies here and I play with non-members here and you can see me aiming at the middle of the green. Pin is on the halfway up the green on the left.
This is it about golf. I think everyone, you're talking about it and I'm thinking it, everyone always has on a golf course that they play on 1 or 2 holes that they really love to play.
Yeah, I love playing any golf hole. Yeah. What I'm saying is when I go down that first and I see the pin is middle of the green, but it's far, halfway up the green, but it's on the far left, and people are going, I'll hit at that, and I'm kind of going, just clip a wedge into front centre. It'll bounce on, it'll just find its way down there. It's gravity, and you don't see it from wherever way the angle is. And like that, knowledge is huge on golf courses, you know what I mean? But
there's one in Grange Castle.
We're mentioning loads of courses here. You better let us out and film on them.
Yeah, anyone, exactly.
So what we got so far, Grange Castle.
Is watching,
I'll tag them in the post. Grange Castle, Hollywood Lakes.
Hollywood Lakes,
Grange
Castle.
We've contacted both of them. They should be letting us out.
There's one particular hole in Grange Castle where it's the fourth hole. It's a dogleg left. You can't see the hole when you're teeing off. There's bushes all along the left. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those holes where, you look at it every day and you say, I'm going to drive it over the bushes today. Yeah. I'm going to do it today. Yeah. And then you don't. Yeah. Like, no, I'll just try. I'll try and I'll hit the 3 wood or the 5 wood straight down if I can and then hit me shot in. But there's just holes like, what's your favourite hole here? Like, what do you love to play here?
We were walking around here earlier in Ashbourne and we filmed loads in Ashbourne, so a lot of people that watch the channel will know a lot of the holes, and there's a good bit of water on the course, but there's loads of out of bounds because of the boundaries all around the course. There's loads of holes with out of bounds, rivers, lakes. Now they're not, I wouldn't call them a huge part of the play, but we're in Ashbourne here, it's 30 years old, this golf course now, so it's becoming very mature in the shrubbery, the trees, everything. I still think my favourite hole in the course is the 11th that runs around the back of the clubhouse here. So the 11th is
maybe we'll get to play it one day.
We will get to play it one day, I promise. But we basically the 11th here at Ashbourne, you're standing on what looks like an elevated tee box because there's a drop in front of you, but when you actually go on the fairway, you're below the fairway. Right. It's just really nice to look at. And bunker left, bunker right, about 220-ish out. You put it between them, and as soon as you go behind the bunkers, it starts to drop down a hill and slightly turn. But as you drop down and slightly turn, the river runs along the left-hand side. There's out of bounds on the right. It's out of bounds long. So it's a real case of, if you're a low handicap golfer, you're going to hit a drive and you're going to look to get at this green. Yeah. If you have the pin on the right hand side, you actually can't see it from the fairway because the trees overhang. It's just a beautiful golf hole. But there's quite a few out here. You have 5 par 3s, I think, on this course. You have 1, 2, 4 par 5s, and they're quite accessible. But I find with this course, if you're offline, you can be 10 yards off. But if you're any more than that, there's a tree blocking you. And sometimes, if you're a mid or high handicapper like we are, you take your medicine. You forever see me on the channel, 5 iron off me back foot, clipping it low and running it out and giving me, because the way I look at it is, you can go Hollywood. I can bend it around here. You can't bend it around anywhere. If you could bend it anywhere, you wouldn't be playing in Ashbourne on a Monday morning. You'd be out on a tour somewhere. So taking your medicine is huge, because the way I look at it is, it's not the longest course in the world, but if you get into trouble, but you can ping a 5 iron out of 100 yards, you're only 100 yards around the green. On 2 putts, take a 5. With the handicap you have, you're getting 2 points and you're walking away.
I always like the driving 5. That's what I always say. Drive it and then 5.
Yeah.
Get you most of the greens.
Yeah,
get you the most greens.
But the thing is, if you're an 18 handicapper, right, your first shot is free. Basically, your first shot is free. So if you have a 400-yard par 4 and you drive it 200 yards and you manage to hit the fairway, you're paying a 200-yard par 4 for there. That's the truth. Because if you make a par 4 from 200 yards out, you're getting 2 points.
Yeah.
And 2 points over 18 holes is 36 points. You're playing their handicap. So if you have an 18 handicap, I always say to people, like I play with people that are 25, 26 handicappers. So they're getting 2 free shots really on 7 of the holes. And I always say to them, you don't have to lash a driver down there. Like genuinely, you could go and hit 7 iron, 7 iron. If you can hit a 7 iron 150 yards, you've taken 300 yards off any hole in this golf course. And then you're starting. You know what I mean? On 8 of them, you're starting. So
perspective, and that's playing the game, really.
Well, it's playing the course.
You know what I mean? Playing the course.
Like, if we all gave up after a bad shot, we'd be gone home after 10 minutes.
Look.
Many times, I'll tell you what happened to me once in Ashbourne. Came out here for a strokes competition one day. Strokes now, right? So Stableford, hit it out of bounds if you want, scratch the hole, move on, doesn't matter. I came out here for a strokes competition here. First hole, as I said, it's not long. Driving range down the left side of bounds. I put 3 balls into that driving range. I was playing 9 off the tee. 9, right? I ended up taking 13 or something on the first hole. The game's over.
Yeah.
You're not winning that strokes competition. But I just play it.
Yeah.
And you know what I done? I'd be water in the bag, I'd be food in the bag, I'd cigarettes, right? And I just walked around and played golf. Played some brilliant golf after that.
Just enjoy yourself.
Because I always find with people.
It's over analytical. People overanalyze it.
They overanalyze a game that they're not. I'm not.
You're not
qualified to analyse. Yeah. Me and you aren't qualified to analyse a game of golf. We're qualified to look and go, didn't hit that well, I probably done this wrong. You'll always look to learn, but if you hit a bad shot out there, for the players we are on this channel, you know, and we will get people on this channel saying, Jace, that golf was terrible. But the clue's in the name.
We talked about this the other day, didn't we, when we were talking about the level of the golfer you're playing with. And where, for instance, if I'm off 16 and I'm playing with a scratch golfer, like you know he's probably going to do better than you that day. It's a high likelihood, right?
Yeah. But even with the shots he's giving you.
Yeah, but that wouldn't deter you from actually going out and having a good day and then watching somebody you're playing with who's actually extremely good at the game.
Yeah, well, I love it.
Yeah, what's he doing? Like, just, you know, you're observing it. You know, like, you know, everyone, I like everyone. I've watched all the YouTube channels. So I watched yours, I watched, you know, Rick Shields. You know, I have a great tip that Rick Shields done instead of, you know, my chipping was awful for a long time. Yeah. So now sometimes when I'm around the green, I'll take out the 6 iron and I'll just bump it on.
Bump and run, yeah.
And I just found that was a lot more comfortable for me.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I was going away and trying to walk in a chip before, you know what I mean? So
listen, you'll find tips from everywhere. I watch a great channel called Golf Mates. They're based out of not west of England, Bolton, Manchester area.
Oh, right.
And they're brilliant. And there's a guy on there called Pat. He's 83 odd years of age. But he hits the ball laser straight. Doesn't hit it long. He's 83. But he hits it laser straight. And do you know the thing about him is he's playing golf 70 years and he's actually born in Ireland. I moved to England a long time ago. But when you were talking about chipping and stuff like that, that's where I find the best tips are from. Yeah. The likes of this guy, and he'd say to you, right, he has a kind of traffic light system. Green, amber, red. So if you're in a certain area, he'd say to you, you're not going for that pin, it's a red. It's an amber. You can go near the pin. It's a green, you can go at it. Because he might be at a bunker. There's not much between the bunker and the pin, and he just go, I'm just going to put it on that green.
Yeah.
And it's much better than flopping her into the bunker. Do you know the sort of way?
Yeah.
You can get tips. I pick up tips from loads of places, and I try a couple of them. I go, doesn't work for me. You know the sort of way. But we're out here playing golf.
Well, this is it.
Yeah. We're playing golf, bang average golf, right?
Bang average
and sometimes
golf,
it's not even that, right? But the whole idea of this channel is, 1, have a good time.
Yeah.
2, don't be afraid to hit bad shots because you're going to get slaughtered by the lads playing with you. That's part of it. And 3, I think the biggest thing for me this year is bringing more and more guests on.
Daddy.
So the likes of like obviously yourself, your brother,
you get more stories,
your brothers,
a bit more content.
You know, Steve's behind the camera there. We get Steve and get his mates belonging to him to come on. We want Neil, myself will always be on. Joe was on last year. We're going to try to get Joe back on. And basically,
even I've got clients, you know.
That's what we want to do. And
I was talking about Michael from one of our clients, Michael up in Ballymount there, and I was saying to you.
Yeah, but he's a
scratch golfer. He's a good guy. Yeah, and I went into his office. And he's got a punk green in his office, and I'm like, Michael, like this is
obsession.
You know, I'll come up and meet you anytime you want me to. You know what I mean? I'll be here. I'll bring me Odyssey putter as well.
Yeah, but that's what we want on. Like I was actually at a party on Saturday. Got talking to a guy that actually was a member of this golf club. He's assistant pro in Royal Dublin now. Dylan is his name. Lovely guy.
Yeah.
And I had the top on me with Ashbourne on it. And he said to me, I remember down there, we got chatting. Anyway, I said to him, I record golf videos down there. And he goes, what are they for? And I was telling him, and he straight away his eyes lit up.
Yeah.
And he was like, is it serious? And I said, no. I said, like, well, not good, but we try our best. I mean, he's like, I'll come down straight away. He said, what to do is text me your filming dates, where you're going, and if I can make it, I'll come. And I was like, well, look, if we go out to such and such a course, we're lucky with Ashbourne look after it, but if we go out to such and such a course where we have to pay, if we bring out 3 players, we'll pay for the golf and we pay for the buggies and all. That's part of the deal. Like. And he was like, no, I'll pay it myself. He said, we're just going out to have a bit of crack. And, you know, he's a scratch golfer. He's a serious pro, you know. But he was like, yeah, I'd love to come out. So I think, you know, if you're ever watching this channel and you think you're going to see mesmerising golf, you're not. Get into the humour that you're probably watching a fella playing golf that plays the exact same as you at the weekend. It's just he's filming it. He's stupid enough to film it, and you're not. But getting the guests on, like, endless amounts of guests we can get now. Like, I know you're mad to get on with your brothers. I know you have clients that you want to bring on, and, you know, as part of the sponsorship, we want to bring your clients on and give them a day out, having a bit of crack as well. But is there any games you have in your head you'd like to play?
As in the former?
Yeah.
I tell you what I loved was we done a friend of mine, Johnna. You know Johnna.
Yeah, Johnna. Yeah, gone away with him, mate.
Yeah, so Johnna granted me last year.
Met Johnna once. Now he won't leave me alone. I can't even go on holiday now when Johnna's coming with me.
I might go on that way, even though I'm not a Liverpool fan. I'm a United fan, so you might not want me.
No, you can come if you want.
But no, Johnna, we done that the champagne shotgun out in St Margaret's for the Keith Duffy annual event. That was dead.
That was a great day.
I loved that.
Yeah.
You were there. Jesus
that was
Christ.
a great day.
Sorry, I don't know why I thought. That's why I started telling the story.
No, I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah, but
what happened was you did have another person, but that person dropped out. I had to jump in. Yeah. That's what you're thinking.
I know, but I started telling the story.
That was a mad day.
It was deadly, wasn't it?
This was out in Margaret's.
Out in Margaret's,
and
it was
closed the course.
Closed the course off, and
two big massive sound. The two big massive.
Had a live DJ on in the start. They had a
live DJ on.
So they had a live DJ on the balcony. So if anyone that know, I didn't know what shotgun champagne was until that day. I was asking you lads that morning, what is this like? I just know how to show up on the tee box and put the ball down and hit it. Yeah. What's these formats, you know? And the lads were explaining to me, the shotgun champagne. Basically, what you do is all the teams start on a different hole. Yeah. And then you all finish at the same time. I was like, that's fucking great, isn't it? Like, everyone's in the bar at the same time at the end. Everyone's having a pint or food. So. But that day out for me, like that kind of gave me so many business ideas around golf. Yeah. You know,
we've done on the other thing we run. We've done a day out for a company down in Blaine Road down in Wicklow, which is a fantastic golf course. I'm definitely dropping that name because I want to get down. Barry Davis is the pro down there, a lovely guy, and the course is fantastic. And we done a video down there, a promotional video for a company down there. And it ended up being 40 minutes long, the video, because there was that much footage in it. But I think he had something like 24 players. And we went around the course, filmed them and doing par 3 challenges. And the weather was fantastic. The golf course is just...
I love the par 3 challenges. They're good.
Yeah, the golf course is out of this world, though. Yeah. It's unreal, you know. And it's another one we want to get down and film on. Neely just never shuts up about Blaine Road, because I think we played 6 holes on it the night before when we were doing a bit of drone stuff. And then the next day walking around and Neely was like, we have to get out here and play. Yeah. So we're definitely going to do Blaine Row, and we'll be tapping Barry up for some stuff there as well.
I remember that Keith Duffy competition. Do you remember Robert Rock was he was doing the performance?
Yeah, Robert Rock was there doing the Beat the Pro.
And
giving away a lovely tour bag.
The tour bag, yeah. And I know it was a charity event of the competition, and I always remember setting up to take my shot. And it was over Ward in St Margaret's, which is a gorgeous course. I love that course. And we're just getting ready to go, and tapped me to enter the competition. Happy days, and came up and put the blade and ball about 6 foot off the ground straight into the water.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah, that's it, and you lost. And I remember hitting my one.
Such is life, you know what I mean?
And I remember hitting my one to the right of the green and trying to draw it back on the pin because of the wind. And I was about 15 feet long, and it just ran off. And once it goes off the green, you were gone. But he was there handing out beer.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Anyone wanted beer, so we're all drinking beer, and then trying to beat a patrol while we're loud of beer.
Jesus, the first hole now, I can't remember the lad's name, but I know he's a good friend of Keith Duffy's.
Oh, that was the guy giving out all the different ciders now.
So we started off that competition on the 5th hole, right?
Yeah.
On the shotgun 5th hole, and that's the par 3, which is, if you've ever played Margaret, you know that hole.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's so challenging because it looks easy because it's just downhill.
Yeah, but everything slopes off that side. Yeah.
If you don't get it on the green, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
And my first shot went into the trees. Anyway, that's all I remember. But I do remember the guy. They were doing a win a Dacia competition. They were in a car.
He wanted bleeding. He wanted so much
I didn't
money.
enter that competition because I knew for a fact I wasn't getting a hole.
No.
If I'd have got a hole in one on the first shot of the day, I'd actually just put the club.
Yeah, I'd have went with you.
I was like, give us a couple of beers. And
yeah, no, I'd have went with you. I'd have went to the bar and just went, listen, lads, he's got a hole in one.
But yeah, he was chasing us down the hole. Here, take more beers.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great day out.
It was great.
It was a great day out.
Not that it was all about the beers, but
well, it was.
It was, and the hamburgers, but it was all about celebrating. Bringing more attention to, the purpose of the event.
Yeah, the autism.
Yeah,
autism.
So it
was a great event. There was huge amounts of it.
The way it was put together was just brilliant.
Fantastic. Yeah. When you close a golf course like that and a live DJ, look, no matter where you were in the golf course, you could hear this music.
Exactly. Right.
Drinks when you wanted it. They're offering you food. Everything.
And I remember walking across. Just talking about that again. I remember walking across from the 9th hole over to the 10th.
Couldn't hear yourself.
Couldn't hear myself. And then there was a kiosk, and you stopped and he was like, "Oh, what have you got?"
Oh yeah, that was the whiskies, wasn't it?
What do you want? I don't know. What have you got? He's like, "Would you like a whiskey sour?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like a little.
I've got a video actually of you on the 10th hole.
Yeah.
Your man screaming while you were taking your shot.
Yeah. But that was like a little. It was like a little horse box, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And your man was in it drinking all these different whiskies. That was a great day.
Brilliant.
But the formats I love is where really kind of ones where you can annoy Neely. As much as I can annoy Neely, that's probably my biggest goal on the channel. Is to upset him.
I seen one you were doing on the channel the other day, the random club challenge.
Yeah, so we done these out in Blessington where Blessington is a 9-hole course, but hole 8 and hole 9 are both par 5s. One's uphill, one's downhill, but the downhill one has a crater just off the tee box. It's 200 yards to clear it. Right. So he ended up getting that one. I got the one up the hill. So basically, what we done was, and it's being edited at the moment, so it'll be out in the next couple of days. But basically, Neely had a list of my clubs. He randomly numbered them, and I just said number 4, and he said, 5 wood. Then number 6, 5 iron, whatever it might be. Yeah. And you have to see what you get. I'm not going to tell you what scores we got because you have to go and check it out. But we'll put this video out before anything else. But the formats I like are I like team formats. Yeah. And not so much that can I get the best player with me.
Yeah.
Like, I want someone on my team you can have a laugh with, but I want someone on my team that you can have a go at.
Yeah.
And then they get upset, and then they have a go back at you, and then you're laughing about it, because that's what I'm about. And then in the singles one, we played a game the other day called Kill a Mulligan, which was fantastic. So basically, every hole you play, I think it was a 4-hole match, but every hole you play, I can call a mulligan on you. So if you hit a brilliant drive, I can say mulligan, and you have to hit it again. Do you get me?
Oh yeah.
And so then you might hit a really good chip close, or it might make a putt, mulligan, make it again, and that happens in this video that we do. We're calling mulligan. Now, you don't have to call the mulligan, but you have one mulligan per hole to call on the other player. So if he stitches it in the 150, 100% mulligan, get back there and start again. I like that sort of stuff.
Deadly, yeah.
And then the challenge and stuff, like we're doing this thing, race to 50 points. It's going to take us, I don't know how long, because we're desperate on the first video. But stuff where you do have to kind of, play against each other or work together. Me and Neely love this stuff where we play alternate shots.
Yeah.
Now, people don't like it when they watch it. They're like, can you not play your own ball? We like the alternate shots because if I make a mess of something, Neely's quick to say, we are fine in that hole till you started, And this is what it's about. It's about a channel that we play golf. We're very honest about the golf we play, the laugh we have. We're not going to tear up a golf course. But it's about being relatable to people. And if you're out there and you're watching and you're near us, or you can make it to a golf course or we're going to film it, by all means come down. We're not going to bite. We're literally going to go, how's it going? What's your name? Right, you can abuse us all day and we can do the same. And that's it. And we just go and play. So
Bit of crack as well.
yeah, so we're definitely going to do something with your brothers and some clients. We're going to get, Pete is in Spain. Don't know if we can get him home, but he does have people over here that wants to come and play.
Well, if he can't come here, we'll go there. Case in point one.
Yeah.
You know, this weather outside.
Yeah, well, that's. I was actually thinking this morning, how much would it cost just to fly off someone out for in March, like?
But it's like, do you know what? Was it last year or year before? I think it was last year. We go on holiday up to a place called Elche. The family go to a place called Elche every year, Alicante, and just down near Torrevieja, there is Las Ramblas. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's Las Ramblas. But we'd organised a game of golf over there, and the total opposite to this. They actually said to us, it's too warm to go in. You know, it's dangerous, you know. So I definitely think, like, as part of celebrating our sponsorship, we definitely have to go and meet that community.
Yeah, I'd have no problem saying, right, tell you what, let's pick a week, maybe September, when the weather starts to turn here, and saying, right, we're going out on the Monday morning, or the Sunday night, or the Sunday afternoon, or coming back on the Thursday or Friday.
Or the 40th in September, around 40th in September, so we have to
so then you can get away for that. That could be a reason to get out.
Yeah, well, that could be. Maybe we could do it the first week, because the party, I'm having a party, I think. So it's going to be like the third week of September.
Right.
So, but definitely.
But I think at the end of the year, if we could get a group of people to go away.
Maybe we meet him in Portugal or
for
something.
4 or 5 days, and we just Steele come with us.
Yeah.
And he'll do the camera stuff. Me and Neil will do a bit of camera stuff, play a bit of golf. And yeah, I'm up for it.
Yeah, so am I.
But look, we're gonna have a belt in 2024.
Looking forward to it.
Once the weather picks up. But we were meant to be out today. We're not going to make it out today. So we thought we'd have a chat with Gary about golf and what we want to do, and good golf course we're speaking about there as well. I have to throw in Ratsala because I want to go back to Ratsala and play. So if you're watching, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Any golf course you'd recommend anywhere in Ireland, let us know. Reasonable ones now, you know, like people come along and say you should play the Old Head down in Kinsale, I think it is. You can't get on it. It's 400 quid a round. You have to be invited by someone's cousin down there or something. It's mad. So any reasonable golf courses out there. We do have a mate of mine, Brian, that I know from the football podcast we do, and he's down in Kilkenny. He wants me to go down and play down in Kilkenny. So if you want to play and you say, look lads, this is a good golf course, they don't have a competition on this Monday, would you be able to come down? We're trying to do on non-competition days, which gives us more time on the course. Doesn't get in people's way because we will be a little bit slower with the cameras, but we're going to have Gary. We'll try to get P. He's bringing his brothers. I'm bringing Neely and someone else. And they'll probably hammer us, but we'll have a good time doing it. So like, subscribe, comment. Simply Finance is in the description as well if you need a loan or anything like that. And don't be afraid of him. He's very good at what he does. Gary, thanks a million. It's been an absolute pleasure.